Hello, good day. In today's video, I will be explaining a very important aspect, which is compound interest. What does compound interest mean? We have two compound interest. We have one in mathematics and another one in finance. Compound interest in finance is a way you can multiply your money while you sleep. How can you multiply your money? Many people have been multiplying their money while they sleep. They do things that make their money grow. They invest in activities that make their money grow even where they are not there. So among the things you can do to multiply your money is investing amount of money in a thing that will make that money to be growing every time, even when you are not there. The first tip and the key tip in making your money works for you is the magic of time and consistency. You all hear consistency in everything you do. In school, you hear consistency. In education, you hear consistency. In markets, you hear consistency. So there is consistency in everything you do. So what does consistency and the magic of time mean in compound interest? So this means the earlier the better. When you start investing or when you grow your money at an early stage and you leave this to stay there for a longer period of time, it will make your money to multiply, to multiply, to multiply. So for example, let's use domino effect. You put one thing today, tomorrow you add another one, next tomorrow you add another one, making it what? Making it three. But the end of the year, you have 366. Then that 366 will produce another what? Another 366. Or they may also produce another 600 or 700 plus. You start early and you continue going without stopping. So it's work very well when you want to invest your money, when you want to make your money multiply, when you want to. So how does this work? So I want to give you 3 to 4 strategy on how you can use compound interest to multiply your money. If you want to start a business, you want to start a company, whatever you want to start, if you just have the mind that you want to multiply this thing, so this first strategy will work for you. One of these strategy is start early and what? Be patient. When you start early, don't rush it. Make it work organically, make it work naturally. Don't rush it. When you invest in money in a particular thing, whether it's a business or investment, just be patient. Wait till when it starts growing. Don't do it for a year and just rush and remove out your money. Or just don't invest in money in a business and the second year or the third year you just want to remove your money from it. So the second strategy I want to use is to use bank, maybe use a bank or an account you don't use to save your money. So if you are a Nigerian, I will actually advise you to what? To save your money in dollars. Maybe you open a domiciliary account with any commercial bank. Then you save the money inside the account for a longer period of time. Or maybe you invest this money into some activities. So the third strategy, the number 3 strategy I want to give you is to reinvest your money. So when you start a business now, everybody wants to start a business and just buy a car immediately. That doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So when you start a business and the business starts growing, you start getting your money out of that business. The best thing you can do is to reinvest that money into another aspect. To reinvest that money into another thing that will also bring money to you. That doesn't mean you shouldn't spend your money in enjoyment. That doesn't mean you shouldn't spend your money in other things you like. But the best thing to do is what? Take that amount of money, take 80% of that money and reinvest it and that's it. Maybe you start a car business now. You start getting interest, you start getting money from that business. The best thing you can do is what? Is to take some amount of money and start maybe a spare tire business or another business that relates with that business that can also bring income to that business. So the last strategy and the fourth strategy I want to tell you is what? To avoid interest, to avoid debt. Debt ruins business. Debt kills business. Debt is your enemy. Whatever you want to do, don't get into high debt to start money. I've once heard this from one of my coaches. He told me that when you want to start a business, don't start a business with a debt that's outgrown you. That is to say, maybe you want to start a business of 50 million. So don't borrow a debt of money you've never earned yourself before. Maybe you've never earned 50 million before in your life. So don't borrow that 50 million. But if you've earned 70 million before in your life, you can borrow 50 million to start a business. That is to say, if something happened unexpected, you can generate that amount of money again and pay. But whatever you want to do, don't borrow money to start a business. If you want to borrow minimal amount of money and start a business. So thank you for attending, and I appreciate your time.